It's Easter weekend and we're going to make atomic buffalo turds today. This is called ABTs for short, and basically it's a stuffed jalapeno. We start with normal jalapenos. We're going to cut the stems off in a minute, and then we're going to slice them in half and clean out the insides. We also have some hamburger meat that I've prepared. This is just about a half a pound of hamburger that we've fried on the stove. We also have some blue crab meat, and we have our favorite rub. This is from homebarbecue.com. And the last thing we have is Philadelphia cream cheese and thin sliced bacon. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the stems off of the jalapenos. We're going to cut these in half. And if your peppers are hot, which I don't really think these are, you might want to use a pair of gloves, but I'm not using gloves today. But we're going to cut out the center section of the pepper, and we'll clean that in just a minute with water. Alright, the next step we're going to do, we've already cleaned our bell peppers, or our jalapeno peppers rather. And the next thing is we're going to make up two different types of meat fillings. We're going to put a half of a 8-ounce cream cheese into one bowl and the other 4 ounces into another bowl. And we're going to put our hamburger meat that we have fried on the stove. We're going to mix that all up here in a minute. And the other meat that we have is special crab meat. This is blue crab. And we're going to mix in some, put in the crab meat. Okay, stop. Alright, we have our crab meat mixed with cream cheese, and we have our hamburger meat mixed with cream cheese. And the next thing is to put everything together. We're going to take our jalapenos that have been cleaned, and we're going to stuff those with hamburger meat and cream cheese. Going to form the outside. Then we're going to take a half a piece of real thin bacon. The thin bacon is important because it's easier to wrap around the pepper mixture. And then the last thing is to put a toothpick through here. If you're going to cut these in half later, you find that it's easier if you'll put 2 toothpicks in now so that you can cut it in half without it tearing apart. That's our first one, and then we'll make one that has the crab meat and cream cheese, and we're going to make it the same way. We're going to stuff it, and we're going to wrap it with a half a piece of thin bacon. Okay, we've got all the mess cleaned up, and we have our probably 40 halves of ABTs ready to go into the smoker. Half of them, remember, were hamburger and cream cheese. The others were blue crab meat and cream cheese. The other thing is that I also put 2 toothpicks into each of the halves. That way when they come out, we can half them again with a knife, and you've got a toothpick in each side, and it's a lot easier putting the toothpicks in now than after they're cooked. In just a couple hours, we're going to have finished ABT smoked, and I'll show you the final results today. Atomic buffalo turds. Yum, yum, yum. Look at these ABTs. Boy, those are gorgeous looking. And again, I'm going to take them out and cut them in half before I put them in Ziploc bags and then freeze them. And tomorrow or Sunday for Easter, we'll just warm them up in the oven a little bit. But overall, great success.